Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
First down throw for Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's third.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score, Vikings 7. Jaguars.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Running with McFarland. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Ball carrier. Anthony Harris on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9. At the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that ball is caught by D.J. Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Complete to number 17.
D.J. Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Josh Lambo to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Vikings 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there. This one brought in by Jefferson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Cousins sack.
Justin Matabike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins is going to float this one deep right side. He's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well.
Throw an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Anthony McFarland, 77 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 30.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To the air again, it's Cousins. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Give to Cook out of the gun. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Jaguars' 47.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Jaguars 21, Vikings 7.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Jaguars 21, Vikings 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the ground, it's McFarland. Caught out! Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hunter Renfrow, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And a throw interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with McFarland. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Complete to the right side. It's Alford. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32.
On 2nd down, Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the tackle.
The tackle made by Calebon Chason.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And his kick is right through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
2nd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
On the play brings up 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And a Jaguar 1st down.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. Jefferson the target. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on first down. Cook, he's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Shrugs him off, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, for touchdown, Jaguars. Anthony McFarland, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Jags grab it, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for the Jacksonville score.
Josh Lambo lining up for
this was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. He's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with McFarland. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time.
No. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Anthony McFarland. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 49, Vikings 28. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. McFarland running out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
McFarland, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. That's when they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the 2nd half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Cousins pass. Complete to Justin Jefferson. A gain of 15.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. They got the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Anthony McFarland.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Handoff comes to Cook. He's got Daly. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Drive with McFarland. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, McFarland. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is McFarland. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He was
well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home as a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
McFarland once more. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he locates LaVisca Chenault, a rookie from Colorado. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And 9.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Connection made with Chenault. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, McFarland. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down, Jaguars.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, McFarland looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. McFarland, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action. Jackson on the move to his left. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And we've got a timeout.
Brings up
9 seconds remaining.
At the Vikings' 12-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.